Femi was hailed as a hero. His name whispered in awe and admiration throughout the city. He became known as the African Tiger, a symbol of strength, courage, and resilience in the face of adversity. And with each subsequent victory, his legend grew, his fame spreading far and wide. But amidst the adulation and acclaim, Femi remained humble, grounded by the love and support of those who had stood by him through thick and thin. For he knew that true strength came not from the size of one's muscles, but from the depth of one's character, from the courage to stand up for what is right, no matter the cost. And so, as Femi basks in the glory of his newfound successes, he vowed to use his talent for good, to fight not only in the ring, but also for justice, equality, and the hope of a brighter tomorrow. For he was Femi the African Tiger, and his roar would echo throughout the ages, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the greatest of challenges. With his newfound fame and success as the African Tiger, Femi's life took a dramatic turn. He was no longer just a struggling young man trying to make ends meet. He was now a celebrity, adored and admired by people from all walks of life. His victories in the boxing ring had earned him fame, fortune, and a newfound sense of purpose. But with great success came great temptation, and Femi soon found himself ensnared in a web of hedonism and excess. Everywhere he went, he was surrounded by adoring fans, eager to bask in the glow of his glory. Women threw themselves at him, their eyes filled with desire, their whispers of adulation like sweet honey to his ears. At first, Femi was cautious, wary of pitfalls that lay in wait for those who succumb to the temptation of fame and fortune. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, he found himself gradually letting go of his inhibitions, swept away by the intoxication and allure of the celebrity lifestyle. He indulged in lavish parties and extravagant feasts, surrounded by the trappings of wealth and luxury. He drank to excess, his sense dulled by the haze of alcohol and euphoria, and he reveled in the attention of beautiful women. His bed a revolving door of fleeting passion and empty promises. But amidst the glitz and glamour, there was a shadow lurking in the depths of Femi's soul, the ghost of his past, haunting him with memories of a simpler time, when life was about more than just fame and fortune. He missed Ada, his loyal and devoted girlfriend, who had stood by him through thick and thin, through triumph and tragedy. But Ada was no longer the center of Femi's world. She had been relegated to the sidelines, a distant memory overshadowed by the bright lights of fame and the allure of wealth. Femi's heart was divided, torn between his love for Ada and the temptation of the world. And then one fateful day, everything came crashing down around him. It started innocently enough, a routine boxing match. Like so many others that had come before, Femi stepped into the ring, his confidence soaring, his muscles ripping with power. But as the fight wore on, he realized that something was different this time. His opponent was stronger, faster, more determined than any he had faced before. Try as he might, Femi couldn't seem to land a solid blow. His punches glancing off his opponent's defense like raindrops against a window pane. And then, in a sudden flash of movement, his opponent struck a lightning-fast jab that caught Femi off guard, sending him reeling backwards. The crowd gasped in disbelief as Femi stumbled, his vision swimming, his senses overwhelmed. And then, with a sickening thud, he hit the canvas, his body limp and lifeless. The referee counted to 10. His voice echoed the Femi's ears like a death knell, and then it was over. Femi had been knocked out, defeated for the first time in his career. The arena fell silent, the air heavy with shock and disbelief. Femi lay on the canvas, his pride shattered, his dreams in ruins. He had lost everything, his fame, his fortune, his sense of self. As he lay there battered and bruised, Femi couldn't help but wonder where it had all gone wrong. How had he allowed himself to be consumed by the trappings of success, to lose sight of what truly matters? And more importantly, how would he ever find a way to pick up the pieces and rebuild his shattered life? But amidst the darkness, there was a glimmer of hope. Ada. She rushed to Femi's side, her eyes filled with tears, her heart breaking at the sight of her beloved lying broken and defeated. She cradled him in his arms, whispering words of comfort and reassurance. I love a beacon of light in the midst of storm. And as Femi gazed into Ada's eyes, he realized that he had been given a second chance, a chance to make amends, to right the wrongs of the past, to reclaim his dignity and his honor. For he was Femi the African Tiger, and though he had been knocked down, he would not stay down. With Ada by his side, Femi embarked on a journey of redemption, determined to rebuild his life from the ashes of his past mistakes. He vowed to never again lose sight of what truly matters: love, family, and the pursuit of a meaningful existence. And so, as the sun set on the horizon, casting its golden glow across the city of Lagos, Femi stood tall, his spirit unbroken. He resolved stronger than ever, for he knew that no matter how many times he was knocked out, he would always rise again, ready to face whatever challenge lay ahead. And so, with Ada's unwavering support, Femi picked himself up off the canvas and set out on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. As they returned home from the arena, Femi and Ada found themselves confronted with harsh realities of their new reality. The fame and fortune that had once seemed so alluring now lay in ruins, shattered by the cruel hand of fate. But amidst the wreckage, there was a glimmer of hope, a chance for redemption, for renewal, for a second chance at life. Together, Femi and Ada faced the challenges that lay ahead, determined to rebuild their shattered lives from the ground up. They knew that it wouldn't be easy, that there would be obstacles and setbacks along the way, but they were willing to do whatever it took to overcome them. And then one day, as they sat together in their tiny kitchen, sipping tea and sharing stories of days gone by, Ada revealed a secret that would change everything. Femi, she began, her voice soft and hesitant. There's something I need to tell you, something that I've kept hidden from you for far too long. Femi looked at her, his curiosity piqued. What is it, Ada? You can tell me anything. Ada took a deep breath, steeling herself from what was to come. The secret, Femi, is the source of your strength, the reason why you were once known as the African Tiger. Femi's eyes widened in surprise. What do you mean, Ada? What are you trying to say? Ada reached into the cupboard and pulled out a small jar, its content a mysterious blend of herbs and spices. This, Femi, she said, holding up the jar for him to see, is the secret recipe that my grandmother passed down to me. It's been in our family for generations, a source of strength and vitality for those who possess it. Femi's mind raised as he tried to make sense of what Ada was saying. Could it be true? Could the secret to his strength lie in a simple jar of herbs and spices? Ada continued, her voice tingled with emotion. I've been feeding you with this recipe ever since we first met, Femi. It's what gave you the strength to become the African Tiger, to rise above the challenges that life threw your way. But when you started to lose yourself in the trappings of fame and fortune, I stopped feeding it to you. I didn't want to enable your self-destructive behavior, Femi. I wanted to help you find your way back to the man I fell in love with, the man who had a heart of gold and a spirit as fierce as a lion. Femi sat in stunned silence, his mind reeling from Ada's revelation. He couldn't believe that something as simple as a jar of herbs and spices could hold the key to his strength, to his identity as the African Tiger. But as he looked into Ada's eyes, he saw the truth shining bright, the truth that love, not fame or fortune, was the source of his true strength. And in that moment, he knew what he had to do. Thank you, Ada, he said, his voice filled with gratitude and determination. Thank you for showing me the way back to myself. From now on, I promise to never lose sight of what truly matters: our love, our family, and the bond that holds us together. And so, with Ada's secret recipe in hand, Femi set out on a journey of redemption and renewal, determined to reclaim his title as the African Tiger and to honor the legacy of love and strength that Ada had entrusted to him. As he took his first step back into the ring, Femi felt a renewed sense of purpose coursing through his veins, a fire burning bright within him, for he knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he will face them head on, armed with the knowledge that true strength comes not from the body, but from the heart. And with Ada by his side, he was ready to face whatever the future held together as one. He knew that reclaiming his title as the African Tiger would not be easy, but he was determined to do whatever it took to prove himself worthy of the name. With Ada by his side, offering unwavering support and encouragement, Femi began to incorporate the special blend of herbs and spices into his daily routine once again. He could feel the effect almost immediately, a surge of energy coursing through his veins, a clarity of mind that he hadn't felt in months. But more than the physical benefits, Femi felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over him, knowing that he was once again on the right path. He no longer sought validation from fame or fortune. Instead, he focused on what truly matters: his love for Ada, his devotion to their child, and his commitment to being the best version of himself. As Femi trained rigorously in the gym, honing his skills and pushing himself to the limits of his endurance, he felt a renewed sense of confidence and determination coursing through his veins. He knew that he had the strength and resilience to overcome any obstacle that stood in his way. And then one day, an opportunity presented itself and would put Femi's newfound resolve to the test. A chance to return to the boxing ring and prove himself once again as the African Tiger. The promoter who had once hailed Femi as a rising star reached out to him with an offer: a rematch against the opponent who had defeated him in his moment of weakness. It was a chance for redemption, a chance to claim his title and prove to the world that he was still a force to be reckoned with. Femi hesitated at first, unsure if he was ready to face his fears and confront the demons that had haunted him in the past. But Ada, ever the voice of reason, encouraged him to seize the opportunity and embrace the challenge with all the strength and courage he possessed. And so, with Ada's unwavering support and the knowledge of her secret recipe fueling his determination, Femi accepted the rematch and began to prepare himself both physically and mentally for the battle that lay ahead. As the day of the rematch drew near, Femi found himself filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. He knew that the road ahead would not be easy, that he would have to dig deep and tap into his inner reserves of strength and resilience in order to emerge victorious. But he was ready to face whatever challenges came his way, ready to claim his title as the African Tiger and prove to the world that he was still a force to be reckoned with. And so, on the day of the rematch, Femi stepped into the ring with a newfound sense of purpose and determination. He could feel the eyes of the world upon him, watching and waiting to see if he still had what it took to rise to the top once again. His opponent stood before him, a formidable figure with muscles bulging and eyes ablaze with determination. But Femi was undaunted. He had faced adversity before and emerged stronger for it. He knew that he had the strength and resilience to overcome whatever obstacles stood in his way. And then, as the bell rang and the fight began, Femi unleashed a ferocity and determination unlike anything he had ever felt before. He moved with lightning speed, dodging his opponent's blows with ease and landing powerful punches on his own. The crowd roared with excitement as the two fighters battled it out in the center of the ring, their fists flying and their bodies colliding with a force that shook the arena to its core. And then, in a moment of pure instinct, Femi unleashed a devastating punch and sent his opponent crashing to the canvas in a heap. The crowd erupted into cheers as the referee counted to 10, declaring Femi the winner by knockout. But as Femi stood victorious in the center of the ring, his arms raised in triumph, he knew that the real victory lay not in the outcome of the fight, but in the journey that had brought him to this moment. For he had rediscovered the true meaning of strength, not in the muscles of his body, but in the love of his heart. And with Ada by his side, supporting him every step of the way, he knew that there was nothing he couldn't overcome. And so, as the cheers of the crowd echoed through the arena, Femi basks in the glory of his victory, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would always be the African tiger, fierce, fearless, and unstoppable. With his victory in the rematch, Femi had reclaimed his title as the African tiger and emerged stronger than ever before. And as he looked out into the crowd, he saw Ada standing there, her eyes shining with pride and love. In that moment, Femi knew that he had everything he needed right there by his side. The love of a devoted partner, the support of a loyal friend, and the strength of a family united in purpose and determination. As Femi and Ada left the arena hand in hand, they were greeted by a sea of well-wishers and supporters, all eager to congratulate them on their victory. In this story are these lessons: the power of love. Throughout Femi's journey, the love and the support of Ada remained a constant source of strength and inspiration. Their bond served as a reminder that true strength comes not from physical prowess, but from the love and connection we share with others. Resilience in the face of adversity. Femi faced numerous challenges and setbacks throughout his journey, from the loss of his parents to his fall from grace in the boxing ring. But through it all, he remained resilient. He remained resilient, never losing sight of his goals and never giving up hope. The dangers of fame and fortune. Femi's experience with fame and fortune served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of losing oneself in the pursuit of worldly success. It reminded us that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external validation of material wealth. Redemption and second chances. Femi's journey of redemption demonstrated the power of forgiveness and the possibility of second chances. It proved that no matter how far we may fall, it is never too late to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and start anew. The importance of family and community. Throughout his journey, Femi was supported not only by Ada, but by a network of friends, mentors, and loved ones who stood by his side through thick and thin. Their support served as a reminder of the importance of family and community in times of need. In the end, Femi's story served as a testament to the power of love, resilience, and redemption. It reminded us that no matter how dark the night may seem, there is always a glimmer of hope on the horizon, a beacon of light that guides us through even the darkest of time. And as long as we hold on to that light, we can weather any storm and emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. It was a massive shadowy beast with eyes that glowed with embers, and it was clear that it was determined to destroy everything in its path. In your match, Chukwuemeka knew they had to act fast to protect their kingdom and their people. Once upon a time.